Hi everyone, welcome to Leaf Rants. The Leafs win, and they win 4-2 over the Arizona Coyotes at home in Toronto in regulation for the first time since Matthew Knies was born. Yep. He's like 20, he's like 21. I think he's almost 22. His birthday, actually maybe not close to 22. He's turning 22 this year. That's what I mean by that. That's pretty crazy. They haven't beat the Arizona Coyotes in Toronto since Matthew Knies was born. Well, let's get started. First period started off so boring. There were no shots for not even kidding, the first 8 minutes of this game. I don't think there was a single shot on goal. What the hell is that? That's boring. You want to see some shots. But don't worry, we got to them. Mitch Marner takes it up the ice. He's got a breakaway. He's got a breakaway here because he strips the puck. He's got a breakaway. He walks up, looks behind him, sees he's got Knies with him just in case. Let's say he takes a shot, gets a rebound, takes a second look. He goes over to the left, draws Connor Ingram to him, brings in the Arizona defenseman too, drops it back. Matthew Knies, tap in goal. That is Mitch Marner. That's his signature move. How does that work? How does that work so many times? That's like the 5th time he's done it. How does that keep on working? How does that make sense? Do you not get when this guy's on a breakaway, he's looking to pass it back? That's just what he does. And then he does stuff that, that Boston series, when he walks in and completely dangled Tuukka Rask. He's just capable of stuff like that. Makes it 1-0. And Matthew Knies, it was his birthday. So, his first goal against the Coyotes, and he's on the board. 11th goal. Marner's 50th assist. He's 1 assist away, which he doesn't get, but he's 1 assist away from 5th on Maple Leafs all-time assist chart. From tying it, I believe. Not sole possession, but tying it. 2 away from sole possession, which is crazy. It's crazy. Second period, minute 5 seconds in, Nylander gets it to Legason, shoots it on net, and Tyler Bertuzzi tips it in. 6 goals in his last 7 games. Yep. Guess how many goals he had in his first 67 or 61? In Tyler Bertuzzi's first 61 games, he had 6 goals. He has that in his last 7 or 8. Maybe 8. I might have been wrong with the 7. It's 7 or 8 games. He has 6 goals. He's matched his total in less than 10 games. Boom. Looking like he can hit 20, yeah. What you'd like from him. Then, let's keep this ball rolling. Joseph WOLL'S back as well. That's big. This is Joe WOLL'S net. It's his net. No one's stealing it from him. Leafs carrying 3 goalies. Joseph WOLL'S the best one. It's his net. Mark Giordano also went out with an injury in the first period, which is really unfortunate. It was only his 2nd game back since the passing of his dad, so you don't love to see that. Feel for him. Hopefully he makes a speedy recovery. He helps out the team. He makes them better. He makes it so Mitch Marner doesn't have to play right D, who played really well. And Mitch Marner had himself a game playing every single position to ever exist. And on the game against Vegas, he played goalie. So Marner has played every position. Made a pretty big save against Vegas. Just for them to give up an empty netter anyways. But Give another one up against as well. But whatever. That's okay. We won't talk about that. That's a different game. They won this one. Okay. Then Nylander gets his 50th assist. Matthew Nyes tries to sauce it over to Nylander for a one-timer. Nylander can't. Gives it to Matthews. Matthews just snipes it. The only reason Willie was out there was because Mitch was playing D. He was playing right D beside Riley, I believe. Maybe Brody. Swap between the two. Now, Riley, Brody were reunited in this game as well, with Riley on the left. And you don't love it, but what else are you supposed to do? Riley Legason wasn't very good. So, yeah. Gio Legason was the way to go. And when you get Timothy Liljegren back, then I don't really know what you do but make a trade. Trade deadline's in like a week now. It's February 29th. It's the last day of February. March is here. Trade deadline's March 8th. Make a trade. Can't get Tanev. He's off the board. Go get someone else. Look at Seattle. They got a bunch of options there. Then the Leafs get a power play shortly after the Matthews goal. And everything's looking up for Toronto. Going to be a blowout win. I can just see it. I can tell now. And then Morgan Riley is playing too aggressive. And Alex Kerfoot gets a breakaway. And Alex Kerfoot walks in and scores a beautiful goal against Joseph Woll that you can't put any of the blame on him. He scores a beautiful goal against Joseph Woll, and I just laughed. His 10th of the season. Of course, Kerfoot comes back to Scotiabank Arena and has maybe the best game he's ever played at Scotiabank Arena. He was all over it in the third as well. Joseph Woll was amazing. And it's 3-1, and that gave Arizona so much momentum. In the third, Arizona, yet again, just all over Toronto, all period. Matthews, Marner, Nylander, Tavares, everyone getting hemmed in their zone, except for the fourth line. And there's something that I actually forgot to say about the fourth line that we'll get into later. Actually, you know what? Let's get into it now. Ryan Reeves fought. And he makes a big hit in the first period. First or second period. I don't remember. He makes a big hit. And is it O'Brien, maybe? Let me see. Yeah, O'Brien. O'Brien wants to beat the crap out of Ryan Reeves. And Ryan Reeves is like, okay, let's go, bud. And the refs say, no, not yet. So then they line up for an offensive zone face-off. The Leafs have the offensive zone face-off. And Ryan Reeves is getting into a position to take a big clap bomb if Kampf wins it. And as soon as the face-off, Kampf is kicked out. Holmberg's put in. As soon as Arizona and Toronto, as soon as Arizona wins the face-off, because they won it, O'Brien goes straight for Reeves, and Reeves is like, okay, let's go. I'm done effing around, and beats the crap out of O'Brien. And that was a good hockey fight. And the whole Leafs bench gained some energy from this, and they went on to score 3 straight until the shorthanded goal really put them against. And now we're in the third period. There's 9 minutes. There's 10 minutes left now. There's just about 10 minutes left. And Logan Cooley scores in the crease because Morgan Riley is playing beside Mitch Marner. And Morgan Riley just didn't have very good defensive coverage there at all. And he left a guy wide open in the crease. He's an offensive defenseman. So you can't get too mad at him there. He's a two-way guy, I guess, but he's more offensive. That's more his role on this team. So, yeah, find him a guy, a defenseman, a pairing who can move people. Move him. Get him out of there. Don't leave a guy wide open in the crease. It's 3-2 now. And they're putting all sorts of pressure on you. This is Joseph Wall's first game back in like 84 days. He hasn't played in forever. He played for the Marlies, that's it. In practice. He's back. He looked amazing, made 30 saves. 938 save percentage. He looked really good. Then William Nylander gets the empty netter. And we can all breathe. We can all breathe. Now, Kerfoot was a -2 somehow. I swear he looked much better than that. Ryan Reeves has played really good. Sean Dursey -3. Love to see that when you're in Toronto. Let's see. Any minuses on Toronto? Maybe on D. Yeah, Morgan Riley -1. Gio played 3 minutes and 9 seconds worth of ice time. Lagesson played 15. I'm surprised he played that much. McCabe played the most on D, almost 25 minutes. Benoit played more than Riley. Holy frig. But Wall had himself hell of a night. Hell of a night, man. Like, it was crazy. He was so good. To come back from injury, I was worried. I wasn't worried he'd play bad, but I was worried he'd be a little injury prone. But they just let him heal up completely. They weren't taking any shortcuts or anything with this, so I'm glad they did that. And Wall looks like Joseph Wall. And that's good. And yeah, it's a 4-2 win against Arizona, where they were outshot by 6. And they were struggling at times, but you know what? They get the win. They get 2 points, and you move on to the next game, which is Saturday. Who do you play if you're Toronto? I don't know who they play, actually. Let's see. Schedule. Yeah, obviously I want to go to March. They play the Rangers, then Boston. Okay, yeah, you're kind of stacked. Frig, you got some tough games coming up. So, very important games. 2 against Boston. 2, and then one against the Rangers, Boston, Buffalo, Boston, Montreal. And that's all next week and Saturday. So, yeah. Anyways, gutsy performance. Ryan Reeves has also been really good. Let's not take anything away from him. Make a trade. That's all I can tell you to do. Make a trade. Now, okay. I want to get into trading for a little bit because I'm back on the trade Nick Robertson thing. He has 1 goal in his last 13 games going into this one, I think. So 1 in his last 14. Playing beside Tavares, who's been... Like, that line's looked really good. But he's just not producing. Like, he's not scoring goals. He's not shooting a lot either. Like, I don't see him just shoot the puck ever. Except for on the power play. After the Leafs got scored on. They put out the second unit. Do you just get rid of him? Be like, yeah. We'll use this as like a big sweetener. Where does he really fit? Yarncroke comes back. I mean, I want to see Calle Yarncroke on that third line. Beside Tavares and McMahon. Or do you get rid of Bobby McMahon? I'm pretty sure he's a UFA. If I'm wrong about that, then, I mean, none of this even matters, does it? Cap friendly. Actually, I want to see. McMahon. Yeah, he's a UFA. So he's an unrestricted free agent. So how do you know you're going to sign Bobby McMahon anyways? Why not trade him while he's so high? Get a D, man. Put Robertson on the left, Yarncroke on the right. Either or, but I think one of them has to go. Let me know what you think down below in the comments. Am I crazy? Or would I don't know. Would you be open to trading Bobby McMahon or Nick Robertson if you get someone like, let's say, Adam Larson? Let me know. Anyways, thanks for watching. Thank you so much. If you liked it, clicking like is great. If you really liked it, then I'd love it if you click subscribe. So, thank you for watching. It's Joe Walls Net.